5,000.
There's very few of those 5,000 left also.
Look at that. And of course, $250 is your QVC price. This one, I believe, is brand new today, and it is phenomenal.
This material is what?
This material is the exact same material that the real Jabba was made out of, which is foam latex. And that was the reason why we did it like this. So this, again, is to really give you that feel that you have something from the Star Wars movie.
It's unbelievable.
Quite a slug.
Well, he's done so well. I mean, when you look at him and you look, he really is, I mean, he is exact. Look at the way his nose is. Look at the way his eyes are. Look at the way his tongue comes out of the side of his mouth. And
Han Mabuki. Oh,
everyone tries to do their voice.
That just came out.
But it makes a great centerpiece for the rest of your Star Wars collection.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a
it
great
really does.
conversation piece.
I thought you were going to say a great centerpiece for your dinner table.
I was going to debate you on that.
when you're serving Jell-O.
I wouldn't think brunch with this one. No, this is going to be the kind of thing that you might, maybe if you have a special recess built in the wall,
Right.
or if you have a special room where you display your collectibles, or maybe if you have like a really nice large office and you just want a really cool piece for the bookshelf or something.
And Mario said there is an edition of 5,000, but a lot of these are already sold out. And remember what happened to the first one. We had it on the show a number of times.
And
the
it was
Yoda.
gone.
And the Yoda was an edition
Very
of
much.
10,000, I think, or 9,500.
Yeah, it was 9,500, and that did
And
not last.
that's totally sold out at wholesale, and Yoda is very hard to find now. So don't make that mistake a second time.
$250, limited to an edition of 5,000, comes with a certificate of authenticity done in coordination with Lucasfilm C34409, the Star Wars Jabba the Hutt maquette. Also want to remind you of your choice of the Empire Strikes Back signed comics. These are coming up in our second hour. F16068, only $29. This show just gets better and better. It's kind of frightening. Also, if you missed out on our Star Wars logo hats, we have those back. Your choice of any of the four, $12.75. A38370. I'm not sure if we're going to have a chance to get to those. So if you would like them, please give our operators a call and they can tell you the details of each one of the hats. Also, your choice of Star Wars autographed books. These are some of the most popular books. Shadows of the Empire is going to be the one on the right. That one is by Steve Perry. And of course, Star Wars, which is going to be the one on the left, that's going to be the Rebellion. But these are both great books. Shadows of the Empire I've read. The New Rebellion I haven't read yet, but I love Shadows.
They're both signed by the authors, Steve Perry and Christine Rush.
And we are back with Mario, and behind us is the next piece. Now, I know that you were probably just tuning in and thinking, wow, what a great set. Look at that. That looks exactly like the one in the movie. I wish I could have that, but you know, I bet I'll never have something like that.
No,
but guess what?
This is about as close as you can get to having a real thing from the movie.
And this is limited to an edition of?
2,500, and I guarantee you this will sell out because for years collectors have been saying, if I could have one prop from the Lucasfilm archives, this would be it. More people have said this to me than any other prop.
But you made this just like the one.
Well,
how did you make it?
More than that.
Yeah,
that's what's great about it.
Absolutely. This is from the real mold that was used for Han Solo and Carbonite. We went into the Lucas archives again, pulled out the mold, we repaired whatever we had to resculpt a couple of things, but it is from the existing mold, and what you're getting is the real Han Solo.
And it's actually made out of the same material,
It's made of the same fiberglass.
Carbonite. Oh, fiberglass. That's right.
But it simulates the metal.
It's amazing.
It's approximately 7.5 feet tall. It weighs between 75 and 85 pounds, and it's going to vary because it's all handmade.
Really?
This thing takes a long time to put together. It's all hand-laid up fiberglass. There's no machine work done in this process. It is made exactly like the real movie.
Now, how many coats of paint or
There's
finish do you put
there's
on that?
actually a 4-color process that we do that's heat cured, and then there's a clear coat that goes over that protects the paint.
That is just the coolest. I mean, and you were saying that, of course, not only does this look like our illustrious San Han Solo.
This is the actual life cast of Harrison Ford. that then it was set into clay, and you can see this big structure was built around it. So you get the real movie prop, and you get Harrison Ford's life cast included.
I've been speculating how they got Harrison Ford to look like that, and I think they probably said, Harrison, your Porsche has been foreclosed.
Hey, somebody's repossessing your Porsche outside. Also, the control panels on the side.
Right. Each of the control panels replicate the actual one, and they're all put in separately. They're all made out of fiberglass.
Now, how long did it take to try to restructure this and get the molds just right and make your other sets of molds?
The very first one to go through the whole approval process and the building of it, it was about a 5-month process.
Wow.
And then to actually make them for production, it takes over a week to make one piece. For each one, and they're all handmade.
See, that's amazing because we're so used to things just being done in mass and done, but this is all handmade, and it takes a week. That's phenomenal.
And it's from the original mold. It's the same.
Original mold.
I mean, if Lucasfilm had to go back and make another Han and Carbonite, they would go through the same process that Mario went through.
This is it.
This is it.
For Elusive Originals.
If they were going to make, extras, so they would have more than one.
We would be doing.
This would be exactly.
And I think they made 2 originally. Is that right?
Right. There were just 2. One was for mechanical use, and then one was for actual.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yeah.
Let me just give you an idea. Now, this is sitting about 1.5 feet off the ground, but
whoa!
Hello. Do you see the size here?
Yes.
It's
pretty amazing.
Really big. It's about 7.5 feet tall. It's phenomenal life
and yet,
size.
you know, it can be, you know, it doesn't levitate like in the movie. We got to tell you that. But
we have no
really
anti-gravity.
It really is not that hard to handle because I got one of these, and my assistant Josh and I managed to bring it down 3 sets of stairs and
with
put
2
it in the
people,
collection. So
2 people, you can move it 75 to 85 pounds.
Yeah, it's
definitely.
really not. I wish you had a levitating switch, but it really is not that bad.
Right. Mario, thank you so much.
My pleasure. It's always
for
great
joining
being
us.
here.
Great having
Good seeing
you
you.
here.
All righty.
And of course, Mario is the sculptor and creator of not only the Han Solo and Carbonite replica, this is exactly like the one, it used the same mold as the one you saw in the movie. Limited edition, only 2,500 of these are going to be made. They have been very, very popular. A number of them sold before we even went on the air. Also want to remind you that Mario brought us the Star Wars Boba Fett statue. That was only $190, limited to an edition of 10,000. C18645, each and every one of those is handmade. Each and every one of the Jabba the Hutts has a lot of handwork to it also. C186C34409 is the Jabba the Hutt
Mario
maquette.
takes such pride in these pieces.
Well,
and
these are
he's
works
really
of art.
a master sculptor.
These are 3-dimensional works of art, and they are unparalleled. $250 is the Jabba the Hutt maquette, and that one is only 5,000 in existence.
And selling out quickly.
Yeah, this one is just great. Well over 2,000 of these have been ordered in our show. C39437, $20.91. One time only, which means only until midnight. Do you get this card for $20.91? Each and every one is individually numbered. Only 10,000 are going to be made. They come in their own acrylic case. Leave them in that case, by the way. Just a little hint. But at midnight, no longer $20.91. Tomorrow's Fashion Day, by the way, also starting at midnight is Fashion Day. We're going to give you a quick look at some of the things coming up tomorrow, namely at 7. Okay, I want to give you a quick, these are unbelievable. And they are brand new. We had them, QVC only has them right now. We're launching them. But one thing I want to warn you about is they're kind of tough to see on camera because of the angles and the lights. We're going to do our best to show you exactly what they look like. Now here you can...
These are 24-karat gold photo imaging cards. This is an amazing process. There you have it. Very well.
Now look in there in our second camera. Now that's what it looks like.
And we have both cards and gallery pieces, slightly larger, and they are amazing. This is done by a new licensee named Authentic Images, and it's a patented process that's done in Japan, and it takes months between the selection of the original film frame, turning it into line art, and then slowly building this print on a stainless steel card, layering the gold on, and so you get more gold in the lighter areas and less gold in the darker areas where the stainless steel shows through. And then there's a template behind it which extends the picture, and each one is engraved with its own limited edition number.
Now, I want to mention that you're going to get your choice of these. We have, of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi, as you see right here. Each and every one comes in.
And actually, that's a 2-part piece. because we
and this
have
is Darth Vader. This is the other side of it.
Obi-Wan.
Which, you know, we're going to have to take it out again. This is the other side of it, which is Darth Vader. And if you take a look at that, that's,
Yeah, that's
ooh,
perfect. Yeah,
hey,
that's perfect.
we finally got
because,
it. Yay,
yeah,
look, I
see,
got
if you lean it a little to the camera,
Yep.
and then the Obi-Wan completes the picture. So we have Obi-Wan over here.
Oh, there you go. There's a
Yeah.
close-up of Darth. And well, if you want to look at them both, this is kind of what they look like both.
Yeah.
I know this is hard to see, guys, and I apologize.
Oh, they are
but
beautiful.
that's what they look like together.
And of course
These
you
are
have the-
two of your choices.
The Rebel symbol and the
Imperial.
symbol.
Isn't that great? I also want to mention on the back, you're going to have information on the back. Each and every one comes in its own, well, almost like a jewel box.
Right.
For a gift box, and it says 24 karat gold collectibles, Star Wars trilogy.
And these are limited to only worldwide 1,977 pieces, with
See,
the exception
that's what's so amazing. Oh,
this card.
okay.
Because this is a scene from the special edition. It's the Han and Jabba scene, and so this one is limited to 1997 because that's when the scene was done. That was when the
Okay.
scene was first shown.
So all the others limited to 1977 when they were
right.
released. This one is limited to 1997 when it was released. You're going to have your choice of Obi-Wan, Darth Vader. Here you have the Han Solo and Jabba the Hutt one.
And these are all from Star Wars, of course. And
Here you go. This one is going to be Princess Leia.
of course, the farm boy hero, Luke Skywalker.
Oh, they are all so good, and they're so beautifully done. And this is going to be something else that is unlike anything you've ever seen. It's very different than a hologram. It's very different than a picture. It's different than anything. It's a whole new way of doing things. And I have to tell you that the detail is much more apparent in person. They are very difficult to show on camera because of our lighting.
Now, each of the cards are $69, so your choice of any one of the 5 cards, the Han and Jabba, the new scene from the Star Wars Special Edition, or the classic scenes of Ben Kenobi with the lightsaber, Darth Vader with the lightsaber,
Hey, there's
Princess
Princess
Leia, and Luke Skywalker.
But we also have
The gallery pieces.
the big ones.
And here we have 2 different sizes.
Oh, you know what? We haven't even showed these yet. We got to show these. Let me show you the large ones. These are going to be the gallery pieces.
And again, here is the Han and Jabba, the new Han and Jabba piece. And this is $300.
Okay.
And here
this
we
one
have-
is going to.
this is the entire image of Darth Vader and Ben Kenobi.
Look at
and
that.
that's $495. It's limited to 500 pieces. It's 10 inches by 13 inches with the frame. It's an amazing piece.
And I realize that those went by kind of quickly. They are brand new. I wish we had more time to show those to you. They are going to be, once again, the kinds of pieces that are in your collection that nobody else is going to have. They're a whole new way of doing collectibles, and they are very, very limited. Your choice for the 5 are going to be 1977. The one is going to be 1997. You have 500 of the Darth Vader Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you have
500 of the Jabba the Hutt Han Solo 24 karat gold gallery piece.
Hey, well over half of our autographed comic books are already ordered. This is F16313, your choice to Return of the Jedi signed comics for $29. And these have been very popular. Well over half of these have been ordered. C39510, the Return of the Jedi signed comics, the Return of the Jedi uncut sheets with the special cards, $69.50. C39510. And those uncut cards, I gotta tell you, if you collect cards, you got to have the uncut sheets too.
Absolutely.
I mean, you got to have both of them. You got to have, if you're going to do cards, do all the cards. And speaking of cards, we also have your choice of Star Wars gold cards. Now, our Return of the Jedi is our one-time only value. But only the Empire Strikes Back remains of these 2. Our Star Wars gold card has sold out. Our Empire gold card is getting very, very limited. Is it $29 or $29.75 for the Empire gold card, Alan? Is it $29 or $29.75? It's all sold out. So we have Empire Strikes Back, and don't forget our Return of the Jedi, one time
Special
only.
value.
$29.75 is our Empire Strikes Back card, just in case that's important to you. We want to give you all the
Absolutely.
facts. And this is one, this is the symbol that is very tough to find. C39337, the Star Wars ingot poster, $19.95.
And this one is hot off the press because, as you know, 2 weeks ago they announced that the date would change and Jedi would open instead of March 7th, March 14th. And so this poster is, in fact, the newly issued poster. Most theaters are just going to be getting a patch of paper to paste over their posters.
Really?
So I think this poster is going to be in extremely limited supply.
And there are, I think, I'm sorry, Helen, how many did you say were already gone? 2/3 of our quantity are already gone. So we don't have a lot of these left. They've been very, very popular.
This ingot poster has sold out the 2 times we've had it.
Look at that. I mean, this is all done. I mean, it looks like a gold ingot, and that symbolism of having the main characters all together, the saber up to the sky, the special edition across the top, the trilogy all in one poster is unbelievable.
Yeah, this is the one to get, especially if you're, if you're getting the other 3 or if you're only getting one, this one summarizes all 3.
Right.
And with that great phrase, 3 reasons why they build movie theaters.
Oh, I love that.
Because this is what it's all about. It's getting back into the theaters, seeing the Star Wars Special Edition, all 3 films, with an audience that's really charged, all that electricity. Wow.
You know, and it's so funny because when I went to see the very first re-release with A New Hope, and I was at the very first matinee when they showed it, I was really excited on a Friday. And it was amazing how many people, I looked around and knew that they were calling in sick to work, they were keeping their kids out of school, nothing mattered, they were going to go experience the very first time it was on the big screen in person and with their families. I've never seen people cheer and yell and applaud when a movie came on the screen, and that's what they did.
They applauded the Lucasfilm logo.
Yeah, exactly.
They applauded the Fox logo.
The first thing up on the screen, everybody's screaming. I'm looking around going, this is amazing.
Yeah. That's what's part of the fun, and that's why George Lucas has done it. That's why the 3 movies have been reissued so they could be seen again the way they were meant to be seen on the big screen.
Also want to mention that these are getting very limited, so we're going to give you last call on these. Please get one if you want one because they're almost gone. They're advance orders. They'll ship on the 21st, which is just around the corner. C39337 Star Wars ingot poster for 20th anniversary. The Star Wars trilogy poster is gone. Wasn't that really fast?
No surprise.
It was so funny. We were just talking about, the romance between Han Solo and Princess Leia. And at one time, she did call him a scruffy nerf herder.
Right, and of course, just before he gets frozen into carbonite, she says, "I love you."
And what does he say?
I know. But then she gets back at him because in Jedi, he says, "I love you," and she says, "I know."
This is the Empire Strikes Back set of 4 film cells. This is C39087, $89.50. And the Empire Strikes Back, by the way, these are all brand new, really was like the second act in an opera because the second act it's the dark kind of part of the story, and that's what the Empire Strikes Back was. It was the one where it really started looking grim.
And of course,
at the end,
these are really hard again to show you here.
But when we say, if you haven't seen these before and you're saying, what's the big deal about a film cell? What is a film cell?
This is an actual piece of a 70mm print of the Empire Strikes Back, and it's encased in a block of lucite along with a card that gives you some details about the scene. And then put in a very attractive case. What's really unique about this is that all 4 of these pieces have the same number, and they're put in an outside box so you get them together as a set. And this is really the only way to get the same set. It's really even better as a collector to be able to have the same number for a set.
And I'm not sure, I know you can't see. Yeah, I need a flashlight actually, but
next time.
Your choice of Star Wars gold cards has sold out. So our Star Wars is sold out, our Empire Strikes Back is sold out. We do have a Return of the Jedi, which is only $20.91 for the next 24 minutes.
I think we also sold
I want to give another quick update. Oh, our Star Wars books are sold out. I have to read The New Rebellion. I haven't read that yet, but those are gone. We'll try to get those back for you. By the way, I want to remind you that April 9th, I believe, we have another show coming up for you, a big Star Wars show in April. So make sure and stay tuned for that. We have some brand new things. And I know that it's really tough to see, but this is an actual piece of film. Oh, that's a much better shot. Yeah, take a look at that with the light behind it.
Right. Of course, Star Wars is now being re-released in 35mm prints, but the original release, there were some 70mm prints, and that's what this is taken off of. So you get the larger size. I mean, this actually has the film sprockets on the side and the soundtracks. And
isn't that great?
And these scenes are, we have the At sequence from the Battle on Hoth.
Oh, you know what? I forgot
Yes.
to tell you the coolest thing about these. There's a very limited number of them because they are the real pieces of film.
Right.
And we had the last 500 of these.
Ooh.
So when they're gone, when we sell these, they're all gone.
When they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, so what are the four that
Okay,
we're
so we
going
have
to
the
get?
Battle on Hoth. Here we have the Millennium Falcon versus Darth Vader's Star Destroyer, or one of the Star Destroyers. And
Here we have, oh, the Rebel Alliance?
yes, inside the cave on Hoth, inside Echo Base.
Yes.
And
Where's Luke Skywalker? He hasn't reported in, sir. Has anybody seen Luke Skywalker? Okay.
you do that very well.
Well, you know.
And finally, a scene out on Hoth
There you go. With this Tauntaun.
with the great Tauntaun, yes.
Which is all gone after,
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Yeah. That's the
Actually,
greatest line.
in the new sequence in Empire Strikes Back, we see more happening in the ice cave.
Yeah, you really do see a lot more of the monster that gets them in the beginning of that. This is your original 70mm film cell. It has been carefully selected and hand cut from master print, taken from the original Internegative, and that is going to be a great collectible. You get all four. They're brand new for $89.50, and we have the last 500. So when they're gone, they're gone. Also, our Return of the Jedi 23-karat gold foil card. Close to 2/3 of these have now been ordered, only $20.91. All of our other gold cards in the show are already sold out. C39437, our Return of the Jedi, which is the last of the trilogy to yet be released. They had to change the release date because it packs the theaters so badly that they had to actually push it back to give room for anything else to be released. So it's going to be released on March the 14th, and this is your chance to get the gold
Next
card.
Friday, I'll see you in line, kid.
All right. You'll be there on the West Coast. I'll be there on the East Coast.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Also want to remind you our Shadows of the Empire trading card uncut sheet. We're not going to have a chance to get to this, I don't think, and I got to tell you, this is a great sheet. C36431, this is some of the most colorful characters, it's beautiful, vibrant colors, as you can see. The uncut sheets are a great way to collect the cards if you haven't done that yet. This is advance orders, it's going to ship on March the 11th, and you know what? This is, Steve was screaming, he said, where's the Darth Vader lightsaber?
Well, this is the first time we've had this.
Lightsaber. And we haven't ever shown it to you before.
Wow.
It's the first time that we have the Darth Vader replica lightsaber. This is beyond
great.
cool.
Oh, this is
$350, C39429. We have less than 100, I think, of these left.
Wow.
But
we
they're
didn't even
great.
have to. I mean, if you got the Luke Skywalker lightsaber before from QVC, imagine having this as its twin. It comes in the
one on
same
either
flexi
side.
case. It's incredible.
That's so great.
Also done by Icons, the people who did the X-Wing Starfighter that we showed you earlier, as well as the Luke lightsaber.
Star Wars was designed to be a theatrical experience. It was designed to be on the big screen. Sound is extremely important, and it's very important to the overall enjoyment of the film that it be big.
You're coming in too fast!
Yeah, you know what? Someday when they get the lightsabers that really have the laser coming out of the end, we're going to have a duel.
We can do
Long
it
as,
now.
so long as they
I
can't
think
hurt
we can
anybody.
do it now.
Oh, yeah, we could pretend.
This is incredible. I
Okay.
sort of went nuts over this when I saw it.
This is so amazing. This is going to be an uncut sheet. And when you take a look at this, it's the uncut chase card sheets signed by the Hildebrands. Once again, those world-famous sci-fi fantasy art guys. And this is from Shadows of the... This is Guri.
A very
Guri.
limited number, by the way,
She's
just
very
as
cool.
a warning. These are the chase cards, the foil chase cards.
What
that
is
are
a chase card? When we
Well,
say chase card.
A chase card means that it's more limited than the regular set, harder to find, maybe one only every 6 or 9 packs.
Wow.
And so you have to really be lucky to find this or pay a lot of money on the secondary market.
Okay.
But these are the foil chase cards plus 4 of the foil embossed chase cards down here, so you actually have Guri
Oh, yeah.
in 3 dimensions.
It's very cool. And there are, I believe, only around 600 of these that are in existence that have been autographed by the Hildebrand brothers. So they're
I think
very,
there are only
very...
600 in existence, period.
Oh, period.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
mean-
these are very tough to come by.
These are printer's proofs. I've never seen them before. They are really amazing.
And when we say extremely rare, we are talking extremely rare. I mean, there are uncut sheets and there are unbelievable uncut sheets. And don't forget, Greg Hildebrand.
Well,
Tim Hildebrandt.
Each of these cards individually on the collector's market are now going for $8 to $10 a piece.
Really?
So how many cards do we have
Well,
here?
so you have a dozen, and you have 8, you have 20.
Yeah, 20 cards.
20 cards.
Plus the Hildebrandts.
And here you're going to have some of your favorite characters and some of the new characters from the Shadows series. Here, of course, you're going to have Luke Skywalker with a lightsaber, as you're looking at right there. And then right here, this is Princess Leia and Chewie. We have just about 100 of these left, so they're very popular.
And in fact, this is the Boba Fett art.
Lando.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
The Boba Fett art that we were selling as a limited print.
And we'll show you that in just a second, because that's really cool. Ooh, the Dark Prince, the Dark Lord.
Shizor. Prince Shizor, head
He was
of the
irresistible
underworld.
to women.
Yes. He
Had
secreted
that
these.
pheromone
Yeah,
thing
the
going
pheromones
on.
were
He was
just.
he was a very attractive alien.
He almost got
and
Leia.
then the big, very cool, handsome guy who thought
Dash
he could never miss.
Rendar.
Dash Rendar. What a
Yeah.
great name.
Yeah.
Here we have, of course, C-3PO and R2-D2. Aren't they great? That's Dash Rendar. This is C-3PO and R2-D2. And then over here is the other set of 4. And you're going to have the same 10 on top as you do on the bottom. This is going to be Boba Fett, and that is what you were
Right.
saying, Steve.
That
The
is the
original.
print.
That's the artwork.
Yeah,
that
that's
the print
amazing.
was done. Oh, they're all gone.
Whoa.
Well, I really
Bye.
liked them. I hope you got those before the show.
I hope so.
Speaking of the Hildebrandt brothers and things that are not only signed by them, this is actually one that has a sketch on the bottom.
This
I
is an
can't believe this.
individual sketch of Darth Vader for each one of these
Done in
limited
pencil.
prints.
I mean,
Done
the
in pencil
Hildebrandts-
by Tim and Greg Hildebrandt.
They said, and they drew a sketch for you at the bottom of
You know,
this.
I asked Tim and Greg, well, who does the art? And they say both of us.
Both
I mean,
of
one
us.
of us may do more on one or more on the other, but we both really do both. So
They're
we'll never
only
know.
$175. They are very limited, and there are only 75 of them left. And when they're gone, they're gone. They're a QVC exclusive. Can't get them. Don't even look for them anywhere else.
Right. And we have the Boba Fett print you just saw on a small
Yep.
card.
This is
And,
the big one.
what the action pose of this is
Yeah.
just amazing.
Less than half of our original quantity remaining on this one. This is a limited edition. Only $50 on this piece, and it is signed by both of the Hildebrandt brothers, C39017.
The ultimate goal is to make it look like Jabba was on the set talking to Harrison Ford, and we just photographed it. This is the original plate that George shot. So the plan was for us to remove this actor and replace him with Jabba. He had to be physically in that space where this actor was, doing all the same things in a similar kind of style.
All right, what are you going to wear when you go see Return of the Jedi?
Rebel wear or Imperial wear.
There you go. You got your good guys, you got your bad guys.
These are so cool.
Classic confrontation of good
Look at
people.
this.
They have taken the world's most unbelievable, famous, well-known fairy tale ever put on screen in a sci-fi format, and they have brought it back in designer wear. This
They're
is
having
your
some fun
choice
with it.
of Star Wars initial T-shirts, $16, available in large and extra large. You have your choice of kind of a teal blue with just the Darth Vader Imperial wear.
And a
with the
nice
big DD.
khaki.
Great khaki here
Yeah.
with it says Star Wars. This is Rebel wear.
Why, look, there's a
I love
Rebel.
that.
Yeah.
Are you a rebel without a clue? Sure. All right, Karen says yelling. Why not? Why not? But you know, these are great for men and women. They're great for the kids. They're
Yep.
great for the parents. They're great for the weekends. They're great when you're standing in line and somebody's behind you and you start talking about Star Wars.
And of
'cause
course,
you know you're going to love
you
it.
know-
Oh, look at the back.
Yeah.
Darth Vader on the back of one.
And
Oh, I love this logo.
yeah, this is a great
this.
logo. I mean, this is
See,
the original
look
Tom
at-
Young logo
yeah.
from the original poster.
I love that.
Yeah.
Isn't
Very
that
cool.
great?
So we have a Rebel wear.
And Imperial wear.
These are very cool.
They
And
are very,
It just
very-
shows you the sense of humor that that a lot of the products have these days.
Well, you know, this has become, it's interesting because when something is this big, it has to be this big in order for you to be able to have this kind of sense
Yeah,
of humor
I
and
think so.
latitude with it.
Yeah, I think
it
so.
just kind of shows the universal appeal of Star Wars, that it's something that is, you know, it's bigger than a football team, it's bigger than even a sport. I mean,
Even
people
bigger
come and
than a
go,
bread box.
stars come and go, but Star Wars
Star Wars is forever. It
definitely
really is.
It's the American fairy tale.
Yeah.
You know, we always read the fairy tales that were brought up from different countries and things like that, but Star Wars is the American
And that's
fairy
one of the
tale.
reasons that George Lucas has said that he made Star Wars, is that there weren't fairy tales for kids in the 70s. The movies were all sort of dark
Right.
And Star Wars came along, and the mythology was just great.
Oh, isn't that great? Available in large and extra large, and one to. I don't have any specifics actually here as far as measurements. Which one? Are you wearing a large or an extra large, Karen?
I think I'm just wearing a large.
Karen's wearing a large, and she's got plenty of room. So, you know, don't think they're going to be small. They're cut very generous. They're going to be great when you're on the weekends wearing your blue jeans, and they are going to be great when you're going to the new Return of the Jedi.
These are perfect colors for blue jeans, aren't they?
Yeah, they really
are. The khaki
are.
and the teal.
Yeah, you can even wear the khaki with some of your khaki pants if you want to. The teal's going to be great with your blue jeans. And what a great gift idea. You know, if you know somebody, you know they love Star Wars, and they can't wait to go see Return of the Jedi.
And you know, this is something they probably don't have.
You know, I've never seen these anywhere else.
No.
They're
just
so
coming
cool.
out now. Yeah.
Here you can see, of course, this is going to be the Star Wars. Darth Vader is on the back of the Imperial wear, and the original Star Wars art is on the back of the Rebel wear. A37793, $16. These are brand new. I've never seen them anywhere else. They are great t-shirts. I want to mention a couple other t-shirts that we might not have a chance to get to. Just in case we don't, A37862 is your choice of the Empire Strikes Back t-shirts or Return of the Jedi, as we actually said more appropriately, because the red robe guard on the left-hand side of your screen is from Return of the Jedi, and Boba Fett for Hire on the right-hand side of your screen is from Empire Strikes Back. On the back of Boba Fett, it says, hire a professional, get quick results, something like that.
Something like that.
It's hysterical.
Boba Fett for hire.
You gotta see the back of those
t-shirts. Hey, he was a bounty hunter.
Also, don't forget our Star Wars logo hats, 838-370, $12.75. You're going to get your choice of any of the four. Those are still available, and we probably will not have time to actually see those or, you know, go through them. But they are available, and they're always very popular. 100% cotton, self-adjustable.
Here we have one of my favorites.
Yeah,
this is the baby. This is the Darth Vader lightsaber. This is the first time for QVC. In fact, I've seen it in ads elsewhere, but this has not actually come out yet, and
Look at that.
We're taking advance orders, but the shipment is very soon.
Look at this. This is an exact replica. Look at the detail.
Icons really put an amazing amount of work into researching and making sure they got, you know, the lightsabers were different for each of the movies, and they made sure this is the Darth Vader Star Wars lightsaber, and it is replicated to a T.
Look at that. I mean, all the way around. When you look at this, no matter what angle you see it from, every bit of it is unbelievable. I mean, this is from the Dark Lord of Sith. There you go. I mean, doesn't it just